What is up? Ah, shit. What is up, all my legends? What is up, all my legends? Just a reminder that I'm currently live on YouTube. We're currently looking for a position on Gold now. So if you want to join in completely for free, go to my YouTube channel, click the live session, and I'll see you there. We just started the session, so let's absolutely crush it. What's up, guys? I had to start the stream manually. I don't believe I sent the stream links, so my apologies. I just sent the video. Hope everyone's doing good. What's up? Sorry about the stream, guys. I don't think I sent the link on my group. That's very much my apologies. But yeah. Yeah, damn. I wonder if everyone's going to join in today, because I know people need, obviously, a little reminder. Even though I stream every time the same time, you know? The same time. But yeah. What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing good. Everyone's doing good. What's up, Mimi? What's up, Dana? Just gonna give everyone a little bit of time just to get in, because yeah, I just realized I did not put the link prior, that you guys obviously get the reminder, so my bad. Yeah, I'm human, right? We all forget things sometimes. But all good. Not in any position just yet, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still a little while for where our position, what we're exactly looking for. So yeah. Missed the last 2 streams, so happy to be here. Very good. Yeah, I was wondering. Where's Dana? Yeah, last 2 streams, I believe we both had two dubs, which has been so far so good. And let's see if we can go on a little bit of a heater. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Yeah, I think, last week we did Tuesday and Thursday. No, wait, so Tuesday we had a dub. Last Thursday we had a win as well, if I'm not mistaken. So far so good. But for those of you guys who just joined in, we're currently waiting for a position. I'm going to get through my analysis and everything in a bit. Yeah, like I'm just like a little bit, I just giving everyone a little bit of time, because I didn't send the link earlier. So I just updated the group now. I sent a little video. So yeah, before we get into anything, there was someone on my chat last time. I can't remember the name too well, but someone asked me to show them the Fibonacci level, right? And I just got an example here that we did actually on Tuesday. I believe it was on Tuesday. Oh, no, it was yesterday. So there's an example that I took yesterday, that we jumped into. We did a level, right? Let me just see this. Yeah, we did a level. We took it above there. So the Fibonacci, how it exactly works, right? I believe we took this on the 15 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. 15 minutes or 1 hour, it's fine. Let me just check something quickly. Yeah, so what I was exactly looking for on the 15-minute time frame, if for example, right, if for example, like when we did this was on Wednesday. So we drew it from like pretty much from the swing low. So we always look for a big push to the upside, right? Before I get into the analysis, Manimo, welcome back. Nothing's happening just yet, but yeah, I just want to explain this Fibonacci level. So when you want to take a Fibonacci level, it's very important that you wait for a big push in price, right? So if the price pushes, like, let's say very bullish or very bearish, you look for a position then and you start to draw your levels, right? Like, you wouldn't draw your Fibonacci from year to year, right? Just like doesn't really make sense. You wait for like a big move like this so that price pushes away from, let's say, the bottom point and obviously going into the opposite direction. Then once price comes down, now we generally call this the sweet pocket, right? The not the sweet pocket, but the nice rebounds area of the 0.618 level, right? So when you do that, when it comes down, generally when it touches that level, now you can see what happened here. It touched there, but it continued breaking, but our stop loss would be below here. So hypothetically, we would do, let's say for example, we would do a position something like this. Let's say we retarget those highs, hypothetically, and this one, for example, would be like a 1 to 6 risk reward if we're targeting just those highs. But understand how exactly this position could have played out. So for an example, if you were to take this trade just based on the Fibonacci level, you could have done something like this as well, right? Put it at the 50% mark. So the 50% of this from the 0.618 down to here would be more or less here. So it would have been pretty much perfect. So you would have taken that as well. So you would have actually entered two positions once it went down to went into drawdown, and this would have been a beautiful execution, right? You would have got a 4.12 plus a 1.63. So you would have split it out into two positions. Does that make sense to everyone? Someone asked me last stream. This is why I'm going through. That's why I'm going through it on this stream as well, so that everyone understands a little bit more clearer. So if, for example, you would have taken on the 0.618, yes, one, you would have been in a little bit of drawdown, and then number two, you would have gone, like, you would have been able to capture a second position, so second entry, and then you would have popped to the upside, right? That would have been the perfect play, right? Now again, it doesn't always look like this. It doesn't always look as good. This would have been almost a 6R total on this trade. This is why a lot of you guys don't understand the concept about getting into the fundamentals when you understand when people get like a big RR, right? When people get into a big risk reward, this is how they get it. This is a 1.6, but it started at a 1.63 and then it ended up plus 4.12 plus 1.6, about more or less 6R, right? For those who just joined the stream, no, you have not missed on the trade. We're still waiting for a position. This is going to be our position for today. I was just explaining how a Fibonacci level can implement into our strategy as well. Now, the position that we're looking for currently, right, is that we found that we have a nice supply zone, right? Now, number one, we've got almost two confluences on this supply zone. We've got actually, I'd say two confirmations that's really good, that's standing out for me right now. So number one is that we have a big displacement of price pushing to the downside. We understand the market's very bearish, right? Pushes down, push down, push down. This is your key important level, right? Because you've got this little blue candle, which for you guys would be green candle. This is indicating that the price didn't fail to make a new higher high, and price continued to push back down. Now we've got two confirmations. You guys see how beautiful this confirmation is, right? So I'm going to show you guys exactly. Now I drew my Fibonacci level, right? I drew my Fib level from the swing high to the swing low. Remember, we did this one from the swing low to the swing high, because now we reversing, right? So it only makes sense to do the opposite now. So for example, when we're looking for sells, we can start to look for this. But look how beautiful this lines up, right? That 0.618 level that I was telling you about, look how perfect that is. Because we take it from the bottom of this wick of this candle, of the blue one, we take it to the top, and look how perfect that 0.618 plus our supply zone is giving us an extra confirmation that this trade is looking very, very good. Now again, does this guarantee that the trade's going to be perfect? No, but it adds extra confluence on this setup, right? Now, our first entry is going to be a little bit below, a little bit down, right? Because sometimes we don't always get that perfect play. So that's why we put it a little bit down. We put it on this wick over here on this candle, because we're assuming that price, if it's going to grab a little liquidity, it's going to come up and tap into that zone and then come back down. So it's going to do something like this. Let me just identify this. So we're assuming that price might do something like this, right? If it taps into this, taps into that liquidity over here, that bottom wick, taps into that, does something like this, comes back down, right? This is what we assuming price can do. But again, price, this could tap into there first, right? But now what does that give us? What does that do for us? Remember what I was telling you guys, right? If price wants to do that, if price wants to perfectly tap that level that we have, what we can do then is we can do something like this, right? We can add an extra position, right? So we do that. Now we've got a 1.9 and a plus of 2.8, so we've got about a 1 to 4 risk to reward total on this trade, right? Does that make sense to everyone? Everything that I just explained, does that make sense to everyone? What exactly we're looking for in the session? If you just joined in, welcome. But I've explained everything pretty much in detail, very simplified, and I'm explaining exactly. Can I get in the chat if everyone understood what I just explained? Now I want the chat more engaging today, all right? Guys are sleeping, you guys are sitting on your ass doing absolutely nothing. I want you guys engaging now. Do you guys understand anything that you didn't understand there? Is everything perfectly clear? Right? Does everyone understand that exactly? Or was there something that you didn't understand? I would rather have a question from someone than someone telling me, oh no, I understood that perfectly. Dana, crystal clear. Perfect. If you understand it perfectly, that's great. I'm not saying like you need to have a question, but Manimo is asking, you're talking about the risk to reward now, right? I'm not talking about the risk to reward. I added that in. That wasn't the main point that I was talking about. I'm talking about the setup. What are we looking for in the setup? The setup is important. The second part is also important, because how to capitalize, how to get the most off this A plus setup, what can we do to maximize the profits on this trade, right? And I explained to you the first position. Now we're looking for the first position because we see that we have this bottom wick candle pushed to the downside. So that would be our first entry point, knowing that it might just tap into liquidity over there. Number one. Number two, we saw that we had a nice Fibonacci level because we drew from the swing high to the swing low. Remember, if you're looking for buys, you do it from the swing high to the, from the swing low to the swing high. Now we're looking for sells, so we're looking from the swing high to the swing low. That's going to give us a basically inverse Fibonacci, right? I don't know if that's actually the correct term, but you're looking for the reversal Fibonacci. So when priced now, what we're looking for is price to retest into that pocket zone of the 0.618 level or back into our supply level, right? So we might not get that perfect entry on the supply level on the 0.618, but we might get the entry over here. But if we do, we've still got extra confirmation on that knowing that that is our supply level, right? Does it make sense? And then with the risk reward, like you mentioned, is that yes, the risk reward is important because now we increase that from a 1.91 risk reward, so basically to a 4.8 risk reward if price taps into the second entry. I don't really understand. If I don't understand, what should I need to learn so that you can understand what you said? Okay, so no problem. Like, I'm not here to, like, some of the things that I say, some of the things that I explain, some people might not understand, right? Okay, there could be a reason because of that, because maybe you just don't understand the key basics and the fundamentals, right? Now, that's perfectly okay. That is something that, you know, you can watch a lot of my educational videos. Guys, just remember, I'm releasing a 10-part series. So, Isabella, can I get from you in the chat right now and anyone else, you guys do not understand something I just said, please type in the chat. Even if it's as basic as I don't understand how to draw the fib level. I don't understand what a fib level is. I don't understand where you got your supply zone. I don't understand what is risk to reward. Please put that in the chat, because now I'm going to include this into my videos. So anything that you guys have, I'm going to get into an in-depth video of exactly what that means, so that you guys can have that, rewatch it at any time. I'm going to make it like a 10-part series of videos, of educational videos. I'm working on it. I've already done 2 of them. but I obviously want to include a bit more. Okay, so I'm just reading through. So fib level confuses me. I don't understand the Fibonacci logic in trading, to be honest. What is identified as a valid support zone? So it depends. Okay, so let's start with, let me just explain something quickly. Okay, so the support zone is a bit of an interesting one, because if you're using support, I'll get into that now, but I want to ask that. So a Fibonacci, in simple terms, is we use the tool to identify potential pullbacks, on levels during a trend, right? So you understand right now that the trend is bearish, right? The price looking very bearish. Now we're trying to identify, especially when I need to explain. I'm trying to explain it as simple as possible. Okay, let me try this. Okay, so take this for example now. Let's just take this. Take this right now. Sorry guys, I did not study teaching when I was in school, so I'm going to try and explain as best as possible, so just be a little bit patient. Let's take that for example, right? Let's take that. Okay, do you guys agree that this is a big bearish move? That there is a big move that just happened, right? The price dropped quite significantly. Does everyone agree with that? Okay. Just get there. Okay, cool. So everyone agrees that that is a big shift in price, right? So everyone agrees that we're on the same level. Now, let me do something like this. Would it make sense to draw a fib level in there? Would it make sense for us to draw from a swing high to a swing low? And if you say, whatever you say, if you say yes or if you say no, tell me why. Now, while we're waiting for a position now, so we're still waiting for price to push up here, I'm going to educate you guys a bit. So we have some time to obviously elaborate. So obviously we're waiting for. So, is this would it make sense for us to draw a Fibonacci level within this purple box? Put in the chat. I only see one person. A lot of you guys are saying yes, but now a lot of you guys are, maybe a little bit cautious. Say whatever you need to say. Okay, so I'm getting one. No, it's a range. The distribution is too less for a fib. I think no, because I thought fib was associated with retracement at the price, and there's no big move here to retrace from. Okay, very good. Right, so everyone said no. For those of you who said yes, just to elaborate. Now again, I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not making anyone look stupid. That's not my goal here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain to everyone so everyone understands. So the correct answer is no, and what people say in the chat is correct. Firstly, it's a range, which means that the price is consolidating. We're not moving, we're just ranging. So we're just going from left to right and pretty much just hitting the same equal highs, equal lows. Okay, Equal highs, equal lows, equal highs, equal lows. Price is not doing anything. There's not big shifts. There's nothing really much happening. It's not really that exciting. Okay. Number two is we don't see a big displacement in price, right? So which means when consolidation happens, generally price is building up for the next big move. So we understand that, okay, no, we're not really waiting. We're waiting for that next move. Now, it's important to understand that when price does something like this, right, so we just extend that there. So let's say it's consolidating. Then we start to see this, right? We start to see there. I know I'm drawing in a little bit like a coloring book here, but it makes sense. We see that. Now that is a little bit important because we understand that could just be a candle or a wick grabbing liquidity before pushing in the opposite direction. Right? We understand that the sellers or the buyers are not in control anymore. They're getting exhausted, and that we're in for a big reversal. Now, what do we wait for? Now, we can wait for, firstly, pretty much a break of this current structure. Once we see a break and a closure, that's going to give us indication. Or what we do now is say, now we missed that move. Now we delete this. We delete this. We delete this. Now, when you're waiting for where was the swing high of this big move and where was the swing low, right? Swing high was up here. The swing low was down here, the lowest point of this current structure move, right? Now, you simply delete that. I'm going to redraw it so everyone understands. Simply take your fib level, put it at the swing high, put it at the swing low, the 0, 0, 1 to 0, right, the gray to gray. Just pull this across, right, so it won't be like, put it on there. And have a look there. Now, you have something very interesting. Because now, it's sometimes quite rare when two things align up, right? I'm going to pause it there now. Everyone understand the swing high, the swing low. I'm going to get to the questions, guys. I just want you guys to understand. But I'm going to take a pause there, read some of the comments. I'm going to show I'm going to show my fib levels as well for sure. Okay, everyone, copy this if you want. This is my fib levels. It's very clean, very neat. Blocks out a lot of distractions, blocks out a lot of noise. You don't need the rest of the bullshit in there. These are the key levels that work. These are the only levels that you need, right? The rest is just a bit of distraction. So disregard all of these. Just put in these. You don't have to use the same colors. You can change it, whatever suits you, but this is good. This is consolidation here, but I have against idea to your trade, Luke. All right, what's your against? Fib works better during manipulation and distribution. Yeah, correct. From 4033. It started going sell, and it used that one zone, and I don't think it would be good idea to have the same plan for the next zone. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to remove this for now because you guys can just pretty much just pause the video and just watch it, right? Okay, so what Shazad is saying, he's saying from 4033, right? So I'm not really sure where you're taking that from. 4033. I don't know where you're getting that 433 from, to be honest. I'm not really sure. If you want, send me a message on Telegram. I'm not really sure where you're getting that from. Okay, cool. So now that I broke down exactly the Fibonacci level, and then we understood that we got a nice supply level as well, right? 4032. Okay, so 4032. You're talking about this thing. Or even like this. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say, because now you want to take a. Remember, firstly, you're following the trend right now, and it's bearish, right? You want to take a buy within a bearish trend, can be risky, right? You need some form of break-in structure. You need, if this, for example, closed above here and starts to have some very bullish price action to the upside and starts to close very bullish, our plan will change. But for now, let's say, for example, it's just one clean wick that pops up into there and it doesn't have any structure, top wick, and comes back down. It's still bearish, right? It's only bullish when structure tells us it's bullish. My question is, yes, we saw the swing high, but how to deduce that there will be a downtrend or uptrend? Well, you got to wait for price to break structure, right? So price to break this structure, right? So you had a lot of structure pushing down here. Okay, so for example, you had this. Okay. To deduce, I don't know. Is that a word? Deduce. Okay, I'm trying to think of a word now. But to identify that the price is pushing into a downtrend, understand that yes, we've been downtrend, consolidation, equal highs, down to a downtrend, consolidation, price is still giving us a downtrend until this pops up, continues breaking, it is still a downtrend. Right, because probably this on the 1 hour was probably just one candle, right? It's just one candle. That price structure is purely bearish, right? So how to deduce that, you can start to look on higher time frames. Understand what cycle we're in of that current cycle, price action, right? Deduce it down to, I don't know, I keep using this word deduce now. But if you if you keep looking for the current structure now, you keep understanding that price is going to remain in the current cycle until we start to get a shift in structure, potentially on the higher time frame, right? That's what needs to happen. So right now, everything is telling us it's bearish. Everything tells us is in a downtrend. When we start to form an uptrend, we got to start to at least break above this. Break above, I wouldn't even say breaking above that would give us an indication that we're going to uptrend. It is not risk to enter sell when zone of buy started from 3977. Maybe it can be higher to 4010. 3077. But where did you get the buy from? A buy would maybe be, say your buy is, let me check this. Already tapped. So if you got that from here, that demand level has already been tapped. So invalidated. Because in theory, that's what you would have said. You would have taken that. Wait. Let me check. What's the signal that we've taken? Yeah, but the signal that we've taken now is a sell. Yeah. But the one in the buy is, we technically already hit TP3, so that trade is already done. Now we're looking for the next move. We understand that yes, that price, the final TP of that is at 410 or 4, whatever it is, 420. That's fine, but it doesn't mean that price is going to get there. That was just an idea. We've already hit through TP3, so that move could have already played out. You know. Are you guys in any trades now? Unless you're still in the buy, but I think most people closed that. We went up to 130 pips profit. We're waiting for the next sell. But yeah, like if for example you were taking a buy, this is where we got the buy idea from, right? We took the buy from here. It was middle of the Fibonacci, middle of this range, and that already played out. So that's already done. No. Ask as many questions as you like. Don't worry. I like the questions. Like I said, I need these questions because it's helping me. It helps definitely because there's a lot of people, Shazad, that's exactly like you. That you guys are starting to understand a lot about trading, but there's still some things that you need to wait for, some confirmations. There's certain things that yes, you understand, but there's some things that you might just miss. It's like for example, like everyone knows probably how to kick a soccer ball, right? Just hypothetically, I'm gonna use football because the World Cup's happening, right? Everyone knows how to kick a ball. Like if you put your foot to the ball, you can kick it, right? It will go somewhere. But if you don't do all the training, every single thing, you're not going to get in the top right corner, right? You're not going to get that goal. You're not going to get that precision. Now, there maybe was one exercise that you forgot to do. There's one exercise that you didn't do. There was one thing that you forgot to do. This is why it's not going to the top right corner. It's about obviously doing those every single steps. Excuse the analogy, but like it's about doing every single thing perfectly for that final thing to work, right? So yes, everyone can look at a chart, everyone can trade, everyone can click buy or sell, but do they know what they're actually doing? Sure, I can do that. Yeah. So ZX is asking, can I send my fib settings to the channel, to the free channel? Sure, I'll do that for you guys. No worries at all. So you can see that we're pushing up now, hovering close to our entry levels. So let's pay attention to the prices. Yeah, so I'll share the fib settings with the chat, with the free group, because since you guys are on here and you guys obviously support me, I will support you in that regard. All right, no worries. Would a black background be easier to see on the fib levels or just in general? I don't really like the black background. Is just it's preference, right? It doesn't really matter what you do, right? It's just, well, obviously it wouldn't really make sense for me because it would make my chart look all weird, you know. Like some people like this. I just prefer it visually on so people can see a bit better. I don't know. I used to use the dark quite a lot, but then I just got over it. Like I said, it's preference, you know. Um, it just depends, like what you prefer to see. I was using the dark for a few years, and I was just like, I don't know, I just want to change, you know. Just one of those things. It's like, does it affect the way I see a chart? No, because it will never affect it, like my coloring. You know, I still see the chart. You know, in my mind, it's still red and green. You know, it's still the OG days. So yeah, but good question. Um, for some people, obviously, look, some people have there is another thing that someone was saying, which is quite a good point, right? So some people say they don't like to use red and green because it's psychological colors, right? So they just don't like to see red. They see red as negative. They see green as positive. So that like that's why I have my colors as very neutral, so that I don't let my brain think otherwise. So that's why my colors are blue and gray, because it doesn't give me any emotion, right, towards the trade or to the chart or to a setup. It's very systematic. Does that make sense? Like, I know it sounds a bit weird, but like when you see red, you see danger, you see uncomfort, you know, it gives you signs to your brain. When you see green, it's happy, positive, you know. So this might, yes, this might have an effect on definitely your setups and your trading. Um, Sorry, off-topic question, but I am in a NGC trade from Alga, and I saw a big drop in price now. I was wondering if there's any news events that could correlate with what the gas price does on Forex Factory. I can check for you. There is news that just popped in. Well, there was this news. Orange folder, so nothing too crazy. There was a bit of news coming in. Iran tells Yemen just to close Bab al-Mandeb gateway to the Red Sea if US hits power network. Could have an impact for sure. Some threats, I guess, because I think your plan is quite aggressive. I don't know if it's aggressive. It depends what you like. Look at it like an aggressive. Like, this is a plan. You know, this is a plan that I would take. So like, aggressive or not aggressive, I would take the setup 9 times, 10 times out of 10. You know, so it's like, it's not like, the thing is, Shazad, you might see trades a little bit differently than I see trades, right? Because I don't have emotion when I go into a trade. I don't look at a trade and be like, oh, this is aggressive. This I would half it. I don't know about this one. I go into a trade like, okay, this is either going to work or it's not, right? So like, I don't have doubts. I don't have different thoughts when I enter trades, for example. It's just like, this is my trade. This is my setup, and it's been working for me. What if it touches your entry zone, pull back a bit, not touching TP1, TP2, and goes all the way up, buys as 3997 to 430, then 4050. Well, at that point, if it's TP1, TP2 on the sell, hypothetically, we should move our stop loss to break even and make it a risk-free trade. So, and once it, and if price shoots up against me, there's nothing really much I can do, you know? Price just wants to do that. But at the moment, how price is looking, it's looking pretty good. You know, it's slowly building up to our zone. So it's giving us like a nice feel, right? I don't have necessarily sell orders in yet. I'm just waiting for price to creep up to those levels. So again, we got plenty of time, you know, to analyze and check what price is exactly doing. Sorry, I was just replying to a message. Get back to some of the questions. Yes, sorry, guys. What would be your stop loss in TB for this trade? Stop loss is. Let me just type it for you. Okay. Cool. But yeah, no, I sent already to the VIP. Um, what would you? That's your stop loss because I wanted to know while trading and asking a lot of questions. I am thinking two ways of the scenario. Yeah, no, no, of course. Shazad, look, I'm not against what you're saying. I'm not trying to like navigate away from it. I'm just trying to explain my point of view on what I'm seeing. I like that you definitely have two scenarios of what exactly is taking place, but just understand that we are now currently bearish. We're looking for a bearish setup and we're looking for a bearish position. So yes, of course, there's a chance that price could just absolutely skyrocket while I'm on stream to like 4,200, right? Can happen. But I'm not going to be fearful of that, right? I'm not going to not trade now because I'm feared that price can reach up to 4,200. Does that make sense? Because if I was always in fear, I'm never going to take a trade. Like price can shoot down all the way down to 3,500. Does that mean I'm never going to look for a buy now? You know? It's just like one of those things. If you're going to be fearful about every position, might not be good. May I know the full name of Fib? So Fibonacci retracement level. I don't even know if I can spell Fibonacci. It's like, okay. Like this. Fibonacci retracement. Hey, what's up, Rachel? But this trade you already sent to the VIP rep, right? Yep, I did. What's the TP1 and TP2? Because that's the final TP, right? Yeah, TP1, TP2. I normally don't put it on here because it's like we'll just wait for the trade because you guys are in the trade. I'll adjust it. I'll just give like TP1, TP2. Because it gets like a bit too messy. And I'm too messy. And I'm too fucking clean. I told you get a job, but you asked when I love it. Yeah, I love that song. 9. And I'm too clever. Deduce is the word. Yeah, deduce. I like that. It's the word of the stream today. Deduce. I like that. What are we gonna deduce from this? I actually want to know the exact meaning of deduce. I don't know, my English is not that good. Deduce meaning. So the correct term to deduce means to reach a conclusion or figure something out through logical reasoning, specifically by connecting known facts, evidence, or general truths to a specific situation. All right. Okay, to deduce. Okay, yeah, no, I've heard that word. I just don't use it in my vocabulary. Deduce. No, let's not aid on the word. It's the word of the day, you know? Sometimes we get it like a word. A word of the day, deduce. I like it. Alambid Deduce. That's my name. How's everyone's trading been this week? It's Thursday. How you guys doing? How's the week been treating you guys? My week's been pretty good. How's your guys been? CPI, PPI. That's already done, no? I told you that job, but you ask where the hell I've been. Oh, Trump speaking tomorrow, 5 a.m. Damn. I'll be sleeping. I'll be sleeping very nice. It's going to be a big talk probably. Gold with no drama. Calm space for no... What's this person doing? They've got buy zones at 3... Is that 3.6? What fucking chart are you looking at? Maybe this is old, no? Today. What? 3.6, bro. What chart are you looking at? Is this gold, bro? Oh, September 18th. Okay, I was like, wait, what the fuck? What's going on here, bro? Yeah, I was tripping so hard there. Like I said today, the forum. I mean, I trade any of these news and trade with you. I earn the most during your live streams. Nice. Off topic. So much hype about XRP as well. Ah, fuck that. Don't even talk to me about XRP. I got emotionally, that was the first token I got emotionally attached to, and it absolutely was the worst thing ever, right? So I am not going to give my feedback on XRP. I don't like it. I don't care about it. I don't care if it goes to $100 a token. I don't care if it goes to 50. I don't care if it goes to 10. I held that token. I bought in when it was extremely low. I held that token, and it did absolutely nothing for 4 years. Right, my balance stayed the same for 4 years. I was actually negative for 4 years. So I just don't care about XRP. I literally don't care. I got emotionally attached. I was watching every single news. They were releasing this. They're gonna list it as a big token. All the banks or the institutions will start incorporating the XRP token to become the tokenized of the banks. They're going to start, even the big central banks, I know everything about XRP, and they never did anything. It didn't do anything. So I don't care. Fuck XRP. Yeah. You heard it here first. If XRP does something crazy, fine, but I just don't care. So, yeah. If you guys were invested in XRP and you guys made money, congrats. I'm happy for you, but I just don't care. How to draw highs and lows when market is choppy. Which time frame is best to have confluences on? Wait, fuck. When it's choppy we don't trade. Chop means like the Wolf of Wall Street. You don't go out at sea, alright? And the captain says, me being the captain, we don't take the boat out. You, that person who's like Leonardo DiCaprio, and you're like, chop? What is chop? We can add a little bit of chop. It goes out, boat sinks, right? That's you trying to trade during chop. You think it's cool, you hit stop loss, and you're like, shit, we probably shouldn't have taken that trade, or we shouldn't probably have gone out to sea. So that is chop. Alright? Now I'm coming up with little analogies like it's nothing today, you know. Damn. But yeah, always remember, when the market's choppy, it's boring. But boring means that there's something happening. You know, the market can't be boring forever. The market is boring during that time period, like the ocean, right? It's not always calm. Sometimes it's a little bit rougher. Yeah. So we wait for that big wave. Well, sometimes it's like the weather, right? It's like the weather. Here comes another very stupid analogy again. Another one. So it's like the weather, right? It tells us on the news that, like, damn, it's a big storm. It rains for 5 minutes. That's manipulation, And then the rest of the day is just sunshine and rainbows, dog. And that's where we don't get faked in. We brought our swimsuits out. We went to the beach, and then we're not going to go home after 5 minutes after a storm. We wait because we're going to let the beach clear because everyone didn't know that we're not going to listen to the news. We're going to wait it out 5 minutes. We enjoy the rest of the day, and everything's great. Another bad analogy from Alan B himself. They kind of make sense, though. They're so stupid, but they kind of make sense. All right, so we can see that right now there's a bit of chop. There's a bit of chop in the markets. So we don't go out at sea yet. So wait, there is a bit of chop, right? We're choppy at the moment. Now where's the boat? Ah, here we go. Definitely is a boat, you know. I don't know. It looks like a boat. I don't know. It doesn't really, but anyway, look at that. It's a little NASCAR. So we're currently choppy, right? Now we don't go out at sea yet. Now we wait for price to come against us. And then we take the cool surfer guy. We just ride it down, dog. Let's ride it. Look at this. That's a cool surfer dude. All right. But yeah, we don't trade during chop. Like again, it's the thing is, guys. Like you guys need to understand that like trading is like almost 80% just pure patience. All right, pure patience. Looked away for 1 minute and looked back and we have waves and surfers. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained. It's hard, you know. It's hard sometimes when we're waiting for trades, you know. Sometimes when I get bored, you know, just like imagine I've been like trading for so long. It's like how more fun does it get? The only thing like in the beginning, like guys understand that understand in the beginning that when you trade in the beginning it's the funnest thing ever, right? It's like the coolest thing. Like everything's so exciting, everything's so new. You're like looking at a chart, you're looking at everything, and everything's like bam, like so fresh, you know. It's like your exciting phase in trading. Then once you've been trading for so long, it becomes so boring, but you continue doing it because it makes you money, right? That's like the reality. Like you just know so many things and stuff. It's just like that's why I'm drawing like surfers and like trying to make it a little bit more exciting and using emojis. But at the end of the day, it's just like the same thing every single day. But that's what makes money, right? Doing the same boring shit every day brings results. Luke, give me a special free trade for introducing deduce. Some incentive, please. You will get one. Wait. Hold a second. How's it, Owen? Wagwan, G. I love how Owen's just using solid South African terms. Man hasn't been around the South African, but he knows he's learning the what's it, the terms. Wagwan, chief. So those of you who just joined, like for example, maybe Owen or some other people that just joined, we're not in a trade just yet. What we've looked for is we looked for confirmations. So we identified a confirmation. We took our point from our swing high to our swing low because we're in a bearish trend. So we understood that that's great. We're looking for now a retracement back into our key pocket. Our key pocket being 0.618, which is my blue line. Guys, I will drop my Fibonacci levels to my group as well so that you guys can follow along. So we're waiting for that key pocket to be tapped in. Now, we put our entry level a little bit below that because sometimes it doesn't always go there. Now we have one confirmation being that we went from a retracement, or we actually got three. So another key level is we find a supply zone which understands that we are expecting a reversal. And then number three is that we are in a bearish market right now. So we got three levels, everything's looking good. Now we just need to wait. Like we peaked at 4007 and our entry is around 4013. So it's getting there. Like again, it might not happen on the stream, but I'll stay here as long as I need to. But yeah, sometimes we don't always get a trade. It's just one of those things. Sorry bro, can you make the fonts black? Okay. I was going to say something else like, nah. Is that a little bit more clearer for you guys? I know, I thought orange would be a little bit more clearer. But I guess it's okay. Guys, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to my channel. We just broke through 2,000 subs. So that was obviously a big achievement for me. And if you can also like the video, like the actual video, not actually on the stream, go like the video like itself when you like a YouTube video. This helps with the algorithm. And if you haven't already, if you have any questions, obviously regarding my group. So this is, I just want to run through some of my groups. So we just peaked at 28,000 members in my public group, which is really, really good. I remember starting off, I was at like 1,000 or like 2,000. I was like, damn, how are we going to grow this group? It's grown really, really quick. So basically, when you click on the link in the description, right? When you're waiting for me, when I don't stream. So every Tuesday and Thursday I stream, same time, 6 p.m. Dubai time. If you guys want trades throughout the week, right? I offer trades throughout the week, including weekends as well. So if you want trades from the intraday gold signal group, this is what it includes. So I'm just going to break down exactly what it includes. I show you guys exactly where to enter, what trade it is, if it's a buy or a sell. I give you guys your take profits. I give you guys a stop loss as well. I run you through the trade, what exactly is happening. I notify you exactly when the take profits get hit. And yeah, this signal group gives about 2 to 5 signals per day. If you are looking for more trades throughout the week, right, it's important to start incorporating AI into your systems. Now again, AI, remember, has firstly no emotions, which means it's going to take trades regardless. Doesn't matter. It's on a system. It's going to take a trade regardless if someone's watching it or not. Like, I can only take trades that I see. Sometimes maybe something can be missed, right? I'm not perfect. I'm only human. The AI is always going to capture these positions, right? So understand that we have a beautiful AI algorithm. Now I just want to show you guys how good this AI algorithm is working. Now this AI algorithm works on a 1 minute, a 5 minute, and a 15 minute time frame. It sends trades throughout the day. Now this is just today, right? So it's in a sell at the moment. It's already captured 2,789 points, which is 270 pips. Now to put that in perspective, if you were trading with a 1 lot size, you already alone would have made $2,700 on this trade. If you were trading with a 0.1 lots, right, which is significantly less, you would have still made $270. Now, that was just one trade. Now I'm going to show you how many trades this algorithm took today. It took 1, 2, 3, and it's still early in the day, right? Obviously in Dubai it's a little bit later, but it's still early in the trading session. All the trades TPs, not a single loss, right? So this one has hit, this one hit for TP4, 2,600, so 270 pips, plus another 600, so that's 300 and something. Let's call it 300, 320. Let's say 330, 330 pips plus another 270s, 330, 500. That's 500 pips in a single day, guys. 500 pips. That on a one lot size is $5,000. On a 0.1, it's $500. Now that's just in the AI 1 minute. On the 5, imagine what the 15 minute. This is sent one signal and a sell. So we're currently in the right direction, so we're good. This one has sent one signal as well, but the 1 minute is cooking, guys. It's absolutely cooking. Know something that I don't know. I don't know. But look at yesterday, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 trades alone yesterday. All the TPs hit. TP, TP2, TP4, TP4, TP3, TP3. You see what I'm saying, guys? You guys are missing out on this AI algorithm. It's crazy. Because we started to implement AI and it's literally changed the game completely. We don't want to be left behind. And a lot of people say, like, I'm an old school trader, right? I used to not like to trade with AI. I used to be like, oh no, I don't like to use AI because I like to manually trade. I like to, look at everything. I like to analyze the charts. But now I'm incorporating it and my account is just skyrocketing. Can we put a sell limit? If you're on the stream, rather wait. If I'm off stream, yes, you can. Right? So now it's still like a little bit further from our entry point. It's still like 100 and something pips. So yeah, we can still just wait for now. What is the win rate of the AI bots? At least over 80% right now. Yeah, bro, good point. At times I get confused what to follow. For the AI's algo scalping, it's asking me to buy and sell at the same time, so it's a bit confusing when it reflects TP1 here and there. Okay, so not criticizing. No problem. Let me just elaborate that, right? So the AI algorithm, something that you need to understand, right? I know we're going a little bit off topic and stuff like that and not right on the charts, but it's still got to do with trading. It's for you guys to utilize in your day-to-day operations. So let's say, for example, this is not used for gambling. This is used for skilled traders, people that actually know what they're doing and they know how to take positions and they know how to manage a position. If you don't know how to manage a position, do not use the AI, right? Because it's telling you what exactly to do. Close in a loss, close in profit, right? Opposite signal just occurred. Now again, a lot of you can have an opposite signal, right? It's very possible. The market might give you a bullish signal, but then all of a sudden, market rejects. It gives you an opposite, like let's say a sell signal. Then it's going to tell you, it's not going to let you have a massive loss. It's going to close with a loss and tell you that there's another signal. It makes sense, right? Because it's not going to let you just fail on that trade. It might make you have a small loss, right? Okay, it makes sense. But it's going to give you another trade, another setup, which is a key setup based on what the algorithm's doing. So that's a good way. Like look here, for example, I need to find like a losing trade now. It's been a while. It'll be red. But look at this. Like I'm trying to find a losing trade. It'll be red. You will see it very clearly. Look at this. I'm just scrolling here. You see how nuts this thing is? I generally can't find a losing trade here. Yeah, boom. Okay, so like 10 days ago, it had a 10 days ago, it had a losing trade. So look what it says. Close with loss due to opposite trade. Because why? It was first selling. Then instead of hitting the full stop loss, it obviously realized that it's going to open up a buy position. So closed with a loss. Makes sense. Instead of having a full loss, because obviously we're going to have an inverse price reaction, gives you guys a buy. And then look what happened on that buy. TP4. You see what I mean? So like, yes, you might have lost this, right? So you lost 1,516 points, 150 pips. Hit TP4 on the buy, 2,600. So if you lost this one, made on this one, you're still in profit over 100 pips. Does that make sense? But I'm glad you asked that, Manemo. It's a good question, to be fair. I like that. Just so people can So people, can it auto trade? You can probably configure it yourself. It doesn't do auto trading for people. Like I said, it's more of a guideline for traders that actually trade. So it sends more frequent trades, more frequent signals for you guys to follow and literally actually take the trade if you want. But a lot of the traders, what I've noticed is a lot of the more, I wouldn't say advanced traders, but more of the intermediate traders are starting to utilize it more with their setups. So like, okay, cool, this AI is in a sell, it correlates with my strategy as well, and I was looking for sells as well, so this is good. And maybe it identify maybe where the stop loss should be or where their final target should be as well. So they start incorporating a little bit differently. Does that make more sense? So they're utilizing it, they effectively using it, like they're using it more with what they're doing. Yeah, Owen, you're such a funny guy, bro. Yeah, there's no trade right now, man. We've had trades today, but on stream, unfortunately, not. We already had one that hit TP3, so if you're not in the VIP, you missed that trade. Your loss. Unfortunately. Yeah, so guys, if you weren't like some people are saying, you know, where's in trade, man? So the fucking trade is it's not yet, and there's nothing I can do. But what we're looking for is we're looking for a good sell setup, all right, and we don't force positions, and that's my win rate is high. So today alone, we already hit TP3 1,300. Do, 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 do. We hit 2 trades. Yeah. Yeah. So we hit 2 trades, 2 for 1,600 points plus another 1,300. 2,900. 3,300 pips a day. Very good. When is your copy trading operational? I'll keep you posted. Keep you posted. It's something that needs a lot of work, right? It's not as easy as it sounds. Like, let me put it that way. There's a lot of things that go. There's a lot of things that go in. There's a lot of things that go into it, right? In the VIP channel, when do you deduce that the market is not moving? Deduce. When do you deduce that the market is not moving to your advantage? So wait for re-entry, etc., etc. It depends on lower time frame candles. So, like for example, if we start to see, let's say, break in structure, change of character, let's say on the 1 minute, especially when we're in some sort of position, we need to understand that, like, let's say at some point, let's say for example, we're in sales, right? And then all of a sudden, like let's say we're in sales, and then price starts to shift bullish on, let's say, the 1 minute time frame. or the 5 minute time frame. Then we deduce, we say that, trying to say that with a straight face, but we, can you explain with an example? Yeah, sure. Let me find an example. Okay, like let's take this fib level for example, right? Let's take this as an example. So this is pretty good. So let's say, for example, this would be pretty good, like one of your signals today. Let me try and find one. One second, sorry. One second, I just sorry, let me get back to action here. Where did I re-enter one? Let me just find an example here. I don't think we had one today, to be honest. I'm just trying to find one Manimal Mastro. Oh, I can't find one now. I don't know. If you find one, just let me know. Let me know when it was. Manimal. If the price goes down to 3980 before you goes up to 403, or will the trade on this live still valid? When, under what conditions can we know that the trade is still valid or not? Well, okay. I think I'm eating so much protein, man, that my burps are just like, it sounds disgusting, but I can't stop burping. Good question. Very good question. So, for a trade to become invalidated, right, you would need to understand that, I actually like that question a lot. Let me just explain that. I just want to remove all of this. Just a lot of things going on here right now. Okay, so you're asking basically if price does something like this, right? The price does something like just hovers down, boom, breaks this, right? We gotta understand one thing, that it broke the swing low. Now, it is important for us to understand how it broke that swing low. Was it a clean move? Was it something like that? Did we have a big displacement? Was it something like this? How did we break that? Right? That's very important for us to understand. How big was that move that broke that level? How badly did that swing low get broken? How impulsive was that move? That's going to dictate a lot. Because we need to understand, if it was a big move to the downside, we can understand one thing, right? Let's delete this. We need to understand one thing, which is if it did do that, it obviously broke some key levels. And for us to now get up to that level, it's going to be taking quite a long time. Now, does it make it completely invalidated? No. But now we need to wait to see when price reaches that next level, because now, again, it's quite far away. Now we obviously broke a key level. We broke the swing low, meaning that there's at any point we're going to start to target further targets to the downside, right? We're going to start to look left. We don't have any data, don't have any data, don't have any data, don't have any data, don't have any data. So, okay, I'm not going to go on the 15 ones. Let me go on the... We start to look deeper now, because now we understood that we broke that low, we broke that low. Now we need to start looking more left. We start to understand, okay, where's the next key level I can tap into? Well, could do something like this. I just want to draw out 2 lines here quickly. So these will become our new swing lows, our new market lows. Now we need to understand that, like, we can just drop down to there. So now we want to identify and target new levels now. So for us to come all the way up to there now might seem unrealistic in the current condition. So now we need to understand how deep that broke. If it did break that, can we look for a new supply zone? Right? Is this going to create a demand zone for us to reverse off that price action? So we need to understand now we're targeting new targets. So for us to target new targets, we need to restructure our initial plan. Now, when price pushes back up to that 4013 level, then we can go back into that first plan, but we still need to identify on how the candles are being printed and how price is getting up to those levels. But when price breaks through that first target, well, breaks through like our final TP level, what exactly are we going to do? We're going to re-strategize. Are we going to look how we're going to get down to those levels? Because these are the next levels we're targeting. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Isabella? You had a question there. And Shazad, does that make sense to everyone? Maybe there was a bit uncertainty, so glad we actually cleared that up. Isabella, let me know you're still in the chat. Currently pushing back up again. You can see that the price, like, it's struggling to create new highs. See price struggling. It's still a higher chance that we still might reject, right? What factors makes it a setup A plus? When everything lines up, when like everything like your perfect You see the perfect breakdown structure. You see the perfect change of character. You see the perfect, the perfect supply zone, the perfect demand zone. Everything just aligns up. Like, let's say, for example, you incorporate a trend line, or let's say incorporate a Fibonacci. Everything just lines up, key for key, right? It's like bam, that's an A plus setup. Now, an A plus setup doesn't mean it's guaranteed, right? Like that. I just want to make that clear. It just means it's one of your best. It's one of the best looking setups that you can have. Like, it's everything aligns with what you do, what that setup is. If it's like, let's say, you don't really say it's a B setup or B plus setup. You just look for an A plus setup. But these other setups that you might send, it might still look good, but it's not as clean as if it was an A plus setup. Like I said, for example, you don't have that perfect change of character. You don't have that perfect break-in structure. The candle closed a little bit different than you were expecting. The candle didn't drive as high as you wanted it to. So there's certain things that didn't line up 100%, but it's still decent. It's still good, right? But just pay attention, guys. We're getting a sell here. Let's get ready, yeah? Now again, like I said, not every trade's guaranteed. It's just like the setup looks really good. And when you start to identify nice setups, and when you start to identify like levels that you wait for, it's much better, you know? Like again, obviously you're going to be, when you put so much effort into something and a setup and it doesn't work out, it does suck. But at the end of the day, like, it's better that you waited. It's better that you were patient for it, right? Because like most people would have said, like, but if you know it's going down to 3,980, why don't you just take sells now? It's like, look what happened. The price just literally reversed. Okay, let's be patient here. We're pushing up. Pushing up, pushing up. Okay. All right. We are in the trade, guys. Trade has been entered. So let's see if price can reject now. Tapped into our supply zone now. That would have been technically like a second entry. Guys, notice how it literally tapped that supply zone and like almost rejected, right? The key level 0.618 plus the supply zone, and all of a sudden the price just rejected. Weird, isn't it, huh? So strange. Look how it perfectly tapped that and just rejected. But strange. Love how the chat goes quiet now. It's like, damn, everyone's stressing you. Oh, let the games begin, the Hunger Games. Please stay with us. Please, bro. I can't deal with it. It's too stressful, bro. I enter 413. So you're a little bit profit now, bro. Small bit of profit. Can't buy bread though. That profit. How can we mark the zone exactly like you do? It is the exact price it touches and then drops. I know, strange, isn't it? It's like I know. It's like I just know. How did he know? How does he know that things, you know? That's why they call me the LMB. The one would have been a much better entry, you know, like noise, but it's alright. For now, it's looking okay. It's like doing what it should be doing. So, I'm hoping it just like hard pops down now. Like that would be really good for us. I don't want it to kind of hover around this level. Pop, brother, pop. Oh shit, we hit TP1, nice. Nice too. Not bad, not bad, not bad. W in the chat there, guys. The thing is, what important about this now is like I explained to you every single thing that we were waiting for, right? Like the exact things. Isn't it like just crazy? Like how we were just explaining everything and then it just like happens, you know? Isn't it beautiful? Like if we took that entry which we were wanting to do, we would have been up already 100 pips. Shazad goes crazy in the chat, bro. What's the chance of it hitting TB2 and TB3? We hope very high. Obviously, I'm just a dude who trades, bro. So like, I want it to like really drop, but like, I don't know. Would be cool if I could hit all those TPs. Would be nice. Whoa. Oof. Did anyone get that second entry though? Just like curious, did anyone get like that, like the 4016? That would have been like a nice smooth entry. See, it was like more or less between there, like 416, 413. It's pretty smooth. You got the second entry. Nice, the 416. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then you're up. You would have made like almost like 90 something pips. It's very nice. For 15.43. Nice. Nice. 0.01. Very, very small amount, but so happy. Nice. $120 profit. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Very good, guys. Very proud of you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Not like the chart, but I mean, keep it down. Keep it down, you know what I mean. So some of you guys took some profits, which is nice, which is really good. Very, very good. Don't like this little spike. $100 profit, 120. Damn, man, just printing here on the channel. Another 120. Don't gamble though, bro. Don't gamble though. That's one thing. Don't do that. But congrats, congrats. Keep it up. Peace and love, Dana. Take care. Thanks for joining on the stream. Appreciate the support. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hi, Master Luke. Nah, I'm not a master, dude. I'm not a master. Not a master, dude. Still getting there. Still getting there. Still a long way to go, man. A long way Looking at me wrong, it's time to be together. Would you be my lover? Would you be my lover? I'm just checking other things, yeah. Can we go into the trade still now? Probably could, yeah. It's hit TP1, but I mean, still like kind of in that range, I guess. I don't know. I just generally don't like entering a position after I've entered it, you know? It's like one of those things. Let's drop! Let's drop! Pop! Some Chinese chat in the building. Let me Google translate this quickly. What does that mean? Hopefully he's saying something nice. Translate to English. To English. This dude just came on and said stay bullish. That's what that meant. What? You meant bearish? Bro, you come in here to troll my chat, you know what? That Chinese thing means, translate to, stay bullish. What? What you talking about there, dog? You meant stay bearish or stay bullish? Win sells, bro. What's going on here? You one of those guys, bro. You one of those guys that just want to prey on my downfall. I'm actually going to translate your name as well so I can greet you properly. Mr. I love how everyone translated it as well. my chat will always, what's his name? Peng Ling. Peng Ling. Come in my chat for, Mr. Peng Ling. Peng Ling, bro. I won't forget you, dude. Now running 1k profits. Damn, very printing more than me, dog. Make sure to take some profits, yeah? If you're like in 1,000 profit, bro, take some profits, dude. I love how I said, like, stay bullish, and he's like, yes. Like, just like, no remorse, like, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah, I know, just like a bit confused. I was just like, what? It's a bit of a, what's it, like a Lexi Varner type of chat, yeah. I wonder if I have a chance to go to the gym today. Maybe, I'll go to gym after this, to be fair. Get those steps and get those calories burnt. Chop, chop. I gotta stay on stream like while walking on the treadmill, Drawdown burning calories. It's like the new workout, When you're in drawdown, you just sweat 10 times more. Yeah, look, Isabella, I'm no Chinese, but I know how to speak Chinese, No, I'm joking. I just use Google Translate. But yeah, I smell bad aura when I see it, I don't have to know what it means. I just know that it doesn't mean something good. What they mean in the proverbs, they look at it. Yo, I wanna like, no, it's just so bad. Like if I wasn't on stream, it'd be way funnier. But like I just can't. I just have to hold it back. But yeah. You're lucky, Pengling. You're lucky. Pengling. Wonder what my name is in Chinese. Let's check. What is Luke in Chinese? I'm trying to research what does Luke mean in Chinese. Like what does it mean? The name Luke is translated Chinese phonetically for common male name given as Luja, the chosen one. No, I'm joking. It means Saint Luke, Luja. Sick. It's my name. Sorry, I was looking at my Chinese name. My name means Luja, Luja, and in their country it means like Saint Luke. So I don't know why this guy's like, guy should be like, the guy should be like, nice to me, dude, But it's alright, Maybe one day, Pengling, me and you. Or you send another one. Curious. The whole chat. Going to translate that quickly. Let's see what he said again. I wonder if he understands what I'm saying. He probably has no clue what I'm talking about either. It's just like I'm talking to... Like he probably doesn't understand what I'm actually saying to English. Right? The market is moving too slowly. I don't think he's trying to be rude. I just don't think he knows what's going on. I think that's the thing. Like he's saying that it translates to the market is the market is moving too slowly. Like I think he's like just a bit confused of what position I'm in. I think that could be the play. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to intentionally be bad. I think he's just like doesn't have a fucking clue what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. I use Google Voice Translate. Oh, okay, sick. My guy, Pingling. Technology. Are you Pingling? Can I ask you something? Are you with me or are you against me? I'm just trying to understand, bro. Like what is going on, bro? No, he sends me another Chinese word, bro. That seems like the same thing said 4 times. I don't know. Like, I'm not Chinese, I'm not Mandarin, but it looks like you sent that 4 times. Ha 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 ha. Okay, no, it is. Yeah. Bro, guy trolling me, bro. No, but it's pretty cool that I have like a Chinese person in my chat, you know? That's absolutely trolling me, but it's cool, you know? I know, it's literally like, I don't know. I don't know where they find me, you know? I find it pretty entertaining. I don't know, you know, it doesn't bother me. It's just like, it's pretty cool, you know? I'm attracting even Chinese. I like Chinese people, you know? Like, some of my, I used to look after like Chinese guests in my villa, you know? One of the nicest Chinese guys ever. He didn't speak much English, right? Very, very minimal English. But like he was so like, yeah, I don't know, you couldn't really like talk to him. And then the one day he just came to me and he's like, I didn't think he understood English, right? So I didn't really try and talk to him or like associate with him. And the one day he was like, look, me and you, okay, I'm not going to speak in a Chinese accent, it's really bad. But I was like, he's like, Luke, me and you are going to smoke cigar and drink whiskey tonight. And I have barbecue. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm going to make a barbecue. And I was like, okay, cool. Because he knew I'm from South Africa. So me and him, just me and this Chinese fellow, we just had like a barbecue, you know, such a solid dude. So like, I've mad respect for the people, you know. Really cool people. Once you speak to them and they want to say, like the ones that want to get to know your like culture and like that's really like open, you know, cool people. Very intelligent as well. Very smart people, you know. Damn. I mean, I would never try and go analytically against the Chinese person because probably gonna lose. But yeah, a little bit nervous now. Um, I'm from England, but in Taiwan at the moment. Hong Kong people speak Cantonese instead of Mandarin. So we learned something. Cantonese. Okay. So wait, I'm gonna ask a very stupid question now, right? This is gonna sound really bad. If you're from Taiwan, you speak Taiwan. No, you don't speak Taiwanese, right? That sounds really stupid. Um, I don't know if that like I'm not trying to offend, but it seems stupid when I said that. Um, what like can people from Taiwan understand Cantonese? Is that just like a really bad assumption? Because I know if you speak like Mandarin, you can pretty much understand most of the Chinese language and the you know. Yes, they have some Chinese language. Okay, cool. So I wasn't that stupid for saying that. Right, sounds good. I'm British. So you're British. You're from England, but you're in Taiwan. Okay. Do you speak any Taiwanese? Okay, so I was right with the Taiwanese. Low key. Yeah, I thought I was like. It just sounded like you just put the language and the word together. It's like, you know, when you're like, oh, what language do they speak? They speak Brazilian because they're from Brazil. You know, it's like, no, that doesn't work like that. Yes, Taiwanese can understand Chinese. Mad, bro. Mad. Yo, I'm learning something new, you know. How much have you put for this trade, Luke? Just curious. Lots. I believe 6. Let's double check for you. I don't like to give in the wrong information. Let's trade 4. 4 lots. Yeah. 4 lots. Not crazy. Nothing crazy. I've had like 2 trades already today. So I'm like, other trades I think I did like 6 or 8. People in Hong Kong and Taiwan use traditional Chinese, while people in mainland use simplified Chinese. Damn. Yeah, bro. My dream is to always go to China, dude. Like I've always wanted to go to China. I've always wanted to go to, like I think my next trip will be Vietnam. I think, because one of my friends was staying in Den Hang or Den Hang or something like that. Really cool place. Vietnam, I heard, is like really cool. I also want to go to Singapore as well. I want to go to Japan. as well. I want to do like quite a long trip to those countries, you know, like Japan also looks super nice, you know, super, super nice. A lot of people ask me, why haven't you gone yet? It's like, I'm just waiting for that right time, you know. I don't know, it's one of those places that like, I really want to go in there and enjoy. I think I want to go there with like a future girlfriend, you know, when she comes, whenever that might be. Like, I think it's more of a couples thing to go there, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm just pulling shit out my ass, but visit Hong Kong one day. Yeah, also Hong Kong as well, you know. Hey bro, what is the reason for the red rectangle on the top left of the chart? Trying to learn, thanks. Ah, yo, I don't know why I read it for triangle at some point. That one was because what were we doing there? We were trying to, I was doing an example on this to explain to you guys why wouldn't we put a Fibonacci level in that area? And why we didn't do that is because that red rectangle, right, it's creating equal highs, equal lows. And what does that mean is that we're not making any big moves, right? So there's not big impulsive moves. We're not getting any price action from that. We're just understanding that the market is currently in consolidation, right? Me too. I am Chinese too. Damn, like everyone from China, or not from China, probably just speak Chinese. That's sick. I've always seen your Chinese language. Obviously, it's so difficult. Like, it's super hard. Like, okay, if you're Chinese and you tell me, no, it's not that hard, I'll be like, bro, like, it's hard as fuck. Like, it's such a cool language, bro. If I spoke Chinese. Vietnam, Gala, woohoo. Yeah, damn, I got like a whole, like a lot of Chinese. It's really cool, you know. I didn't ever once think like I'd have a big community of people from China or just people who speak Chinese. So when I speak, can I ask a question to those people who are not English speaking? Obviously, they maybe learnt English. When do you guys fully understand what I say? Is my English good enough to understand from your perspective? Like, obviously, if your a main language is Chinese or your main language is not English, is it easy to understand me as like a pure English speaker? Or like sometimes it's a bit hard to understand? Because I know when I speak to someone, for example, from, let's say their background is from Spain, it's very hard for them to sometimes understand my English, you know, because I say it's very hard and it's a bit more tough to understand. Like, I spoke to this girl who was Italian, and she couldn't have a fucking word what I was saying. I'm like, dude, I'm speaking English. Like, she's like, no, you're not. Like, I've never heard your type of English before, you know. Japanese food is solid. Yeah, bro. Japanese food goes hard, man. I'm gonna tell you guys, my favorite food is Mexican. I don't know why. I just love everything Mexican. But then second in line is definitely Japanese. Like Japanese. Oof, oof, baby. Do you know what I also really like? I don't know what nationality it comes from, but I like Shitten ramen. Yeah, yeah. Bro, I was eating that like every day in Bali, man. It was like so good. It was like my go-to, bro. Oh, I can eat that like just the whole day. I love when we get into food here. Like, yo, you're making me hungry, yeah, dog. Um, I'm from Uzbek, but I'm understanding you well. Nice. Yeah, no, I used to be friends with a lot of Uzbeki people. Uzbeki, yeah, people. Yeah, yeah, that's right. One guy's name was Utabek. Another guy's name was. Oh, they used to love their CS:GO. Like, they used to love that Counter Strike. They really, really, I love Uzbek people. They such humble, nice dudes. Yeah. Such a cool community of people. I love them. Love them to bits. I never once had a bad encounter with an Uzbek person. Most people in Asia speak English, learning in school early. Okay, nice, nice. There are many trading influencers in China who only want to collect tuition fees and will never teach you any real trading skills. Sounds like a lot of people though, dude. Don't think it's just like Chinese in specific. Do they cheat? I just got a question. Is when people teach in China, are they teaching people in Chinese? Like when they explaining people, or is it like their community is not all Chinese? They teach in English, and then people in China just have to like understand. Because like, you know, like obviously someone can explain trading in Chinese, but for someone who's like not Chinese, it'd probably be fucking hectic, you know. Your English is good, but sometimes I don't understand because I don't know the terminology or the concept of trading. So as a beginner, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Nearing 3K, bro. Money mo. You need a chilled out, dog. Have you taken some profits though, dude? Thanks. No worries. Yours is not British English with a lot of slang, so it's understandable. I can do a lot of slang, dude. You fucking what, bruv? Yeah, you know, we're gonna go down the street, man. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna get a fish and chips, bro. If I really speak like a little bit of British, I can, you know. I can speak really, really fast as well, you know. So, guys, on this trade, please, we move in stop loss to break even, right? Because I need this to break again. If at any point it doesn't break below this low now, it's going to come back up in reverse and we can look for better entries. So guys, please stop loss to break even or take some profits. Because either it's going to pop down now completely or it's going to come back to entry. All right? So please stop loss to break even on this trade now. Risk-free trade. We wanted to just absolutely melt. What's going on? Melt. Do a Liverpool accent. Sure. I'm not an impersonator, bruv. How do you learn different accents? Nah, I don't have different accents. I just have English. But like I like watched a lot of like UK stuff, you know. And I just like some of the terminology that the UK people say. Like, you fucking what, bruv? We're gonna go there, you know, I need a glass of water, you know. Alright guys, so we're getting that little bit of a pop now. Let's see if we can pop. Stop loss to break even, Shazad. Oh wait, not Shazad, sorry, I called you out, bad. Manimal, stop loss to break even or take some profits, dude. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm advising you this will be the best thing for you to do, alright? Don't be silly. But yeah, TP2's been hit, guys. 4004. Not yet. I'm just greeting your live streams. Will you at least not lose money on this trade? At least stop loss to break even, dude. Like, I understand that you want to be greedy. That's fine. But like, dude, this shouldn't lose money on this trade. Because now we move stop loss to break even. Completely risk-free trade. Now, guys, to get back to the important stuff, if you guys want to get access to the VIP, right, where we send these trades 2 to 5 signals per day, make sure to drop me a DM. My link is in the description and the link is in the bio as well of my YouTube channel, where we tell you guys saw clearly me explaining what we were in for, literally word for word, waiting for the price to execute. As soon as the price executed, hit that red box, bam, price rejected. I couldn't have been more of a sniper little entry there. I'm explaining to you guys word for word exactly what you're waiting for. I'm answering your guys' questions. Guys, get in on the VIP. Start to level up your trading. Start to get in on this shit. Alright? If you guys want to get access to the AI, if you guys want to get access to the crypto, if you guys want to get access to the AI, this AI algorithm which sends Forex, crypto, and metals as well, drop me a DM. Pick up the phone and start dialing. If you guys want to make money in the markets, pick up the phone and start dialing. Stop waiting on the sidelines. Stop waiting for some fucking Jeez, now I get too intensive. But anyways, guys, look how much we dropping here. We dropping, dog. I told you guys, if it's gonna drop, it's gonna drop. That's why I moved stop loss to break even. Risk-free trade now. Let's watch this. If it goes back to, wait, Isabella's got a question here. If it goes back to entry point, WW. Yeah, let me get a W in the chat, guys. Everyone that's in the chat, pop a little W there. Let's go crazy. Let's go a bit wild. I'll answer your guys' questions. I'll keep it here. But let's go a bit crazy in the chat. 3 streams in a row. Just wins. Wins, dog. Every time we hit a win, guys, W. Fucking spam that shit like Shazad. Go crazy, dog. Get excited. Be happy. You guys made money. You guys did something. You guys literally did what I said to tell you to do. Pat yourself on the back. Be happy with that shit. Look, we're just dropping. We're just dropping. Your bank account ain't dropping, but your bank account is pumping. Let's get a like on the video as well, guys. Smash the like button as well. Come on. Show some love and show some support. If it goes back to your entry point and didn't break the race and rectangle, is it possible to re-enter this trade again? It depends. Again, Isabella, it depends how we get to that level, right? Now, would I re-enter this position? No, because it played out so perfectly. Now you're asking if we went up to like that level, right, and didn't touch that rectangle, is it still valid? Technically, yes. How much you take out your position when you hit TP1 and TP2? Roughly around 1,000 to 2,000 to sometimes 3,000. Then I let some other trades run. Right, TP3's just been hit, guys. Simple as. The area in the red box is the daily low and the weekly low, right, sir? No. Which red box? This one or that one? This is the supply zone, consolidation zone. Holding on 4016. That's perfect. 4016. Stop loss to break even. Let this trade run, but take some profits. Like, it only makes sense. Close. What I would recommend, look, I'm not a financial advisor. What I would do is close half the position, let the other ones rock, and just let it sit. There's some W's in the chat. That's what we want to see, dog. That's what we want to see. Peng Ling sent me another message. Oh, it was Peng Ling that asked me. You see, I don't know. Peng Ling, but you said stay bullish. Did you meant bearish? I think you just meant bearish. Isn't like everything makes sense, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think he had anything bad to say. Closed or beyond 4016, still holding at 416. How do you set the BE? So simple as, let's say you entered at 4013, you sent your stop loss level. Stop loss? Yeah, stop loss level at 4013. Then price, when it reaches that, it's going to close in $0. Zero risk, no money lost, risk-free trade. So that's what it means. But if you want to close the position, right? If you want to close a partial, let's say you open up one lot, you would close, you would click close position, don't close it fully, close 0.5, then it will keep the other 0.5 in. But we look like we're running here, dog. We look like we have a runner. We have a runner. Let me send one to the group. What is up, chat? How crazy is this, right? I'm here with my chat. All W's in the chat. 300 people watching me. There's me live. And look at this. We just took a clean entry, sent you guys the exact setup, exactly what we're looking for. Just insane, right? Already smashed the take profit number 3, letting this trade run, stop loss to break even. Absolutely beautiful trade. Look at this. All my members winning, all my chats happening. Guys, if you want to get access to this, make sure to drop me a DM or just come on my live streams completely for free. Join in on the community. The community is sick. They're all there. They're communicating. They're all celebrating when there's wins. And yes, again, of course, we do obviously have losses, but in the past, I think 4 streams, we haven't lost a single trade. So we're going to be there for the wins and the losses. And yeah, much love to everyone who joined in on the stream today. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right, but obviously you guys heard that. But that's what I said to the group, you know. But some people say, bro, I think you like AI, bro. I'm like, bro, I literally am sending the video directly to my group. No, it's easy to understand you. Nice. Thank you. It's easy to understand you as well, Sandy. I've re-entered my long positions. I'm a newbie trader and not sure if this is the right call. If the trend line breaks, I'll cut my losses and exit the trade. Okay. I'm not really sure what to say. So I was sending a short. You were entering a long based on a trend line. We aren't the same, bruv. We aren't the same, dog. You're entering on a trend line. Nah, shit. What's going on with that shit, dog? Look, I mean, I hope it works out. But, like, if you're a newbie, don't be trading trend lines, dog. Nah, don't do that shit. Don't do that to yourself. Look here, Peng Ling. I'll make it simple for you. Quick math, okay? Come to my, text me on Telegram. My link is there. Let's have a chat. Run me through exactly why you use the trend line. Let me tell you why that trend line might have not worked. Let me help you find a formula that can actually make you potentially profitable. How does that sound? I know you're a newbie. I'm also a newbie. No, wait, no. I'm definitely not a newbie. I was a newbie. Sorry, I was a newbie. But like, you need to understand, like, if you want to skip this beginner phase in your journey, right? You know, you've obviously watched a YouTube video on someone who maybe Tory trades or something that trades trend lines, and yeah, I don't know. It's just, bro, like, we are absolutely melting on gold, dude. So like, I feel a bit bad for your position right now. Just wondering if you hold live streams daily, will get some support in terms of subscriptions and followers. Will it help you? Of course, you have to dedicate your time for us, which is not easy at all. Well, I mean, look, if you get, we offer a referral program as well. If you get people to come to my, like, my Telegram and stuff like that, send me a DM. Say, like, you got some people who come on board. For sure. Obviously, I don't want bot viewers. I don't want people that's not really here. If they're good people, like I said, if I get, like, a good amount of chat flow and the streams are popping and, you know, I'm here on a day-to-day basis, you know, I can be here every day, for sure. It's not that. I'm just like I need to make sure it's like gonna be worth my while, you know. Because obviously I'm streaming now almost 2.5 hours, you know. For most people in a day, can be a lot. My English is very poor. I can't understand what you're saying without translator. Joining your VIP program won't help me much. Guys in the chat, joining the VIP, did it help you? I'm going to put my hands up, so I can't text anyone. Joining the VIP, do you think it helped you guys? I don't know. My hands are up. Well, they're down now because my arms are getting sore. I don't know. I beg to differ. I think it would drastically help you. I don't know why Why would you say it wouldn't help? I really wish you could speak Chinese. Tons of Chinese traders would sign up to your VIP program. Loads and loads of people. Well, maybe, would it make sense, Peng Ling? Can I ask you a genuine question? Would it make sense for me to make a Chinese channel and get maybe a translator? No, I'm being serious. You know? I'm not going to try and speak Chinese, dude. Nah. Because it's going to come off, might come off like racist or something. I'm not going to do that. But would it make sense for me to make a translated Chinese channel? Would people respect that? Because I could do something like that if there's a market or something like that, but I need to make it like make sense, you know? Do just try. What do you got to lose? Well, the thing is, when you do a translation channel, people immediately, if you're not from that country, people know straight away, and they just lose interest. They're like, well, this is translated as shit, and he's definitely not Chinese, so we don't really think. Guys, how much money did you make of this trade? I'm just like talking to the chat. I'm not even looking at the chart. It's absolutely just melting. What the fuck? Bro, 270 pips on stream. What? Find me another trader who does this shit. I don't know much. I don't know many. So what's your quota or expectations for daily live streams in terms of support? I don't know. If you give me 1 million likes, you know, like they do on Instagram, you know, what's to get to live stream with you? 1 million subscribers. No, I'm joking. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Look, I will. GG on the live trade, man. I'm running with you. Sick, dude. I didn't see you once this chat. I love how I've seen the new people talking now. I didn't see any of you guys in the beginning when we were out there hustling, dog. And now that we're like in profits, everyone's like, what up? I've been here the whole time. Just didn't want to say anything, you know. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't give you a number. Like, again, bro, remember, like, I'm only on like 2,000 subs, you know. Maybe like 10,000 subs. You know what that's time for, Peng Ling? It's time for you to make a change in your life, dog. It's time for you to get in that VIP. Time for you to put the trend lines away. You know, you need to ride the waves. You know? 500. Guys, put in the chat how much profits you made today. Let's go. Go. Put in the chat how much you guys made from this live stream today. Put in the chat. Let's go. Bam. Not how much you lost, Peng Ling, because that doesn't count. I didn't tell you to take a train line trade, bro. $570 profit. I think Manimo is sitting on like, bro, he must have made like $5 grand. There's a huge group of traders around me, basically a community with over 1,000 members. They all have plenty of money and enormous trading accounts. But they keep losing money non-stop, yet they keep trading. It's a bunch of people with no real trading. Peng Ling, can you send me a message on Telegram? My Telegram is, do you understand that? Can you send me a message on Telegram so we can have an actual conversation there? Like, if you understood like what I said. Peng Ling, if you can send me a message, my link's in the description. Go on Telegram and send me a DM. Can you do that for me? So we can have like a conversation about like the exploration, about potential the Chinese people, you know. Plus 100 euros plus $500. I can get you a fan base from Singapore. You deserve this. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much, dude. Like that means a lot. Samir from Singapore. Nice. I can help with translation if it works. Nice. Appreciate. Made $100. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, no worries. Welcome. It's a pleasure. Sick. Yeah, I don't really know how to say it in. Just need to try and get Peng Ling to chat to me because he's saying that made 5K running 3K plus now. Damn, bro, you're making more money than me, dog. What? How much for your bro? How do I join your VIP, dog? I'm joking. I think we're gonna hit like TP4 on stream, dude. I've already subscribed, but I need to renew my real-time translator subscription to understand what you're saying. All right. But you can send me, what you can do is send me a message and then we can translate. You can type in Chinese and I can type in English and then we can just translate it, right? We can try that. Yeah, Peng Ling. So like we can always talk to each other on Telegram and we can always just Google Translate if it helps. Just to find a solution, you know. I'm open to, you know, I'll put in the work if you put in the work, brother, you know what I mean? For Singapore members, probably we can collaborate and make Luke even more viral. Benefits all. Sick. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. What's your Telegram name? Peng Ling, sorry. I just made $250. Yeah, guys, look, I mean, your support is always helpful, you know. I come on here, use my time, you know. I'm just trying to grow my YouTube. I'm just trying to grow my community and stuff like that. So, like, I mean, any support helps, you know. I'm not going to say no to it. I appreciate it, you know. It's just great having you guys here and having a good community. And I'm happy what I'm building, you know. You know, like I'm growing every day. I see you guys are growing every day as well. So like that's what I'm happy with as well, you know. I'm also just I'm happy, man. Yeah, what's your Telegram handle on Telegram, Peng Ling? So I know where your message is coming from. If it reaches 3,980, is it possible to have a buy at 3,980 doesn't break? No. There's a high chance we could just melt. Why am I saying melt? Like melt. No, melt. I know, I just think I'm saying it so stupidly. I don't know why. Anyways, yo, we almost hit TP3 on stream, bro. You what? Yo, how close are we? 20 pips. 20 pips from final take profit, bro. Crazy. If we take it from that one down to there, 320 pips. So wait, sorry, 300 pips on stream. Yo. Let me type it. Wait, what's your Telegram ID at? Sorry guys, I'm just typing in the chat, so because his translator's a bit bugged. That's just for him. Sorry, let me just check this. Bro, just don't stop with Chinese translation. Actually, it's a solid suggestion. I can help with AI for various languages translation for people with different languages. Let's go. Yeah, it's a good shout, to be fair. Telegram isn't accessible in China, and you need an overseas phone for verification. It's a huge hassle. What do you guys use for communication then? What communities and what groups do you guys use then? Like, how do you guys use groups? Like, what if I have a channel, for example? How would I have a channel on what different platform? Sorry guys, I'm just more curious now. I know like we did this trade now already, but I'm just curious in how the overseas market, because this is the first time I've heard this. I didn't know that the Chinese don't use Telegram, so I'm just like trying to figure out. Nick, you cheated me. I should have held all entries. I didn't, bro. Bro, I didn't cheat you, dog. I'm just trying to look out for your best interest, dude. I said, look, it's not financial advice, you know. But look here, Manimo, can I ask you a question, right? What about if price just went and then you lost everything, or you didn't make any money? Would you have been more upset with that? That's always something I look at. What would I have been more upset with? A completely reversing, or like I know you still made, how much money did you make, dog? You made like $5,000. Like, damn, bro. Bro complaining, made 5,000, and he's still like, damn, bro. You know what that is? Greedy. You should go tap yourself on the back and say, damn, bro, we did good. You know, could tell you, go to your wife or your girlfriend, say, whipping out those red panties. Tonight, it's a big night. Your dog just made $5,000. All right? Whip out the red carpet for her. All right? It's a big night. It's a big night tonight. You know? Big dog just made 5K. Step aside. You put the kids to bed. All right? That's what's happening. Guys, we're absolutely crushed the markets today. All right. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. And if you guys are new to the channel, you guys want to join on the VIP, where we send 2 to 5 of these signals every single day, Monday to Friday. We also have a crypto group who trades over the weekend. Make sure to drop me a DM. All right? Link is in the description. Link is in the bio as well. Please subscribe to the channel. Please pop a like. And yeah. Let's see you guys in the VIP. There's a link. Drop me a DM. Go to my public channel. 28,000 people. Click send message. Drop me a DM saying, Luke, I really want to get in the VIP. I want to see the energy, bruv. Or you can just say, I'm interested in the VIP. Just tell me. Just send me a DM. Go to my public group. Drop me a DM right now. If you guys also did make money as well, send me some screenshots. All right? Send me a message as well. Send me a screenshot. I just want to see how you guys are doing as well. how fast can I get to 10K with 200? I don't know. Need a bit of luck as well. I think you need get a bit lucky. Because it's like a 50x, no? It's pretty nuts. Not impossible, but it's not easy either. Gonna be honest with you. I would first start it, like I said to most of my community members. I say to them, it's about taking that 200 to 400, that 400 to 800, that then maybe taking it to 1,000, that 1,000 to 2,000, for example. It's about the scalability. It's not about taking amount to what seems unrealistic at this point. I would say take it to a point that seems way more realistic. Like, how do I get from 200 to 1,000? Start with small increments first, and then build yourself up to the bigger targets. All right. I wasn't saying how am I going to take this $100,000 account, which I have over here, right? I wasn't saying my first goal wasn't. You guys remember? If you guys remember very clearly, when I first started this account, my first goal wasn't. I didn't say how am I going to take this 100K to $1 million. I said how am I going to take this account from 100 to 200. So all I wanted to do was just double the account. Then when I made 200, I said how can I take this account to 350? So I broke it down into like weird increments, right? All the time. And I said to myself, I wanted to set myself realistic targets. That seems crazy, right? But, look where it is now. And now I'm still like, my next target isn't $1 million. My next target's maybe 900. It's not like I'm not chasing that number that everyone chases this amount and it gets to their heads, If I was chasing this $1 million the whole time, I would have probably blown this account. Because that's all I want to chase. What I'm chasing is consistent results. And I'll get there. It might take me a little bit longer, might take me shorter, but if I'm going to be fixated on this amount, I might do stupid things, right? So guys, this is obviously my FX book, taken over 1,120 trades. Now, most of you would say, but Luke, that's so many trades, bro. You took 100K to 800. It's like in 1,000 trades. I could have done it in 5, bro. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't care, bro. I don't really care. Yes, it took me a long time, but this is all the trades that I sent to the VIP group. It's all the trades that I take by myself. And this is what I'm saying. Like, here's all my stats here. Everything's here, right? My live account, my live record, everything here. Bam, bam, bam. Right? Sorry, let me get back to... Yeah, I get your point. Something I need to learn is stay disciplined. Yeah. Because as fast as you made the 5K is as fast as you can lose the 5K. Always remember that, right? Just always remember that. It's very important. If you don't preserve your capital, you can lose it just as fast as it came. Yes, VPN, it's already on wee hours of the morning in China. Your training analysis is excellent. You're really skilled. I'll be following you. Perfect. Thank you so much, Pengling. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you staying up. I don't know what the time is there now. And welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community, dude. I'll buy a real-time translator again tomorrow so I can fully understand everything you say. Great. Looking forward. Thank you, bro. I came down from 1K. What? I came down from 1K. Okay. I don't understand it. It's one of my biggest trades of 3 years. I'm closing now. Enough already. Haha. 8K filled, 2K running. Now, I'm going to say, go ahead. Before I jump on the stream, I'll say congrats, Manimal. Okay, I don't know what you did. Can you send me a screenshot of your trading history as well, so I can see the trades that you took? I'm just very curious to see. I just want to make sure that you're not gambling. I just want to make sure that you're using proper risk management and you're trading correctly. All right? That's the one thing. I just want to make sure you're trading properly, right? But congrats. You know, you made money. Can't fault that. I think you did a fantastic job. 8K done, 2K running. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It just goes to show like what people are capable of in this group. And, you know, Sky's the limit. 1K to 200. So you did the inverse LMB strategy or what? You in the VIP or what? I don't know. Alright, anyways, guys, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I think it's good enough. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. If you guys want to join in the VIP, you guys want to get access, drop me a DM now. I'm answering every DM, so make sure you get in. Alright? I'll open up a few spots in the VIP. Let's get you locked in. Let's get you sorted. Let's get you in the AI channel as well so you're taking more effective trades. And that's all for today, guys. Appreciate you all. And have a great Friday and a great weekend. I'll catch you next week. Live, obviously. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out for now. Have a nice